Hello my dear students, hope all of you are fine. Today I came up with IUPAC nomenclature lecture number 5, and in today's lecture I am going to discuss how to do the nomenclature, IUPAC nomenclature for dash CHO group, yes, that is aldehyde group. Okay, so let's start the class. Now this is the formula of this aldehyde group, so we represent it is C double bond O dash H. Okay, so what is the suffix we are going to use for it? The suffix is L. Okay, since this is an aldehyde, so we are going to take the suffix L over here. Okay, and prefix, what are the prefix here we can take? We can take the prefix as formyl. We can take formyl, okay, as the prefix. We can use formyl over here, okay, or we can take aldo or aldo, okay. So these are the prefix which we can use for this group, okay. So let's start discussion that how to name it. Okay, if you have not watched the previous lecture, please go through those lectures in order to understand the basic things. So the basic things you must know. Okay, so today directly I am moving on for the naming part, right? So there can be three pattern. One, I am taking here that three types you have to go through basically. Okay, if you are in class 10, then the first one, that is only one CHO. If we are having only one CHO, that is enough for you. But if you are in the higher classes, especially for 11, 12 and the senior students, okay, if two aldehyde groups are there, which means two aldehyde groups are there, then there has to be another rule which you need to keep in your mind. And if three aldehydes are there in a same compound, then also how to name it, or which means greater than 2, then also how to name it. These three things we are going to discuss in this lecture. Okay, so let's start. First I will start with the single aldehyde. Okay, if single aldehyde is there, if in a compound single aldehyde, say 1, 2, 3, so here I have written CHO. Okay, we write it like this also, or if you want to write like this, that also you can follow. Both are correct. Okay. Now, important is that this is a terminal functional group, right? You need to count the numbering of the longest chain should be done from here. So, I will start from here 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you will have to start from here 1, 2, 3. Clear all of you? Okay, so I will take this into the longest chain counting. So, 1, 2, 3. So, meet, eat, probe, right? So, what is the format? Yes, meet, eat, probe. So, I will write alkan, see I am writing alkane, drop that E, minus E, plus secondary suffix. So what is the secondary suffix here? L. Okay, so what is the secondary suffix here? L. Okay, so we do not need to mention the position of the aldehyde, because if you write L, since it is a terminal functional group, so we need not to mention the position of that by writing the numerical prefixes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, we do not need here. Okay, so we will directly write the name. So meet, eat, probe. So what is the alkane part? Propane, right? So I'll write propane, but I will not write that E part because I have to drop E here as per the rule. So propan, and then directly I will add that suffix L. So the name is propan L. And finally, you put the hydrogen, right? You count the hydrogen. Already I taught you how to count the hydrogen in the previous lectures. So each carbon, you have to see that 4 bonding has to be there. It should not exceed that. So 3 plus 1, 4, 2 plus 2 here also 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so like that the counting goes on. So this is one type. Another type of example for the same class, this type of compound only. Say you have got one substituent here, right? Then what shall you do? Then also you should start your counting from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's a functional group, so you need to give the value to it, priority to it. Okay, so in that case, since we are having a substituent over here, now what is the name of this substituent, my dear student? It is methyl, right? Methyl. Okay, So as per the rule, we write the name of the substituent, then we write the name of the primary prefix, primary suffix, then the secondary suffix, right? So meth, eth, prop, but. So 3-methyl. So you have to write 3-methyl. Okay. So should I write in this side because it's 2 down? This side I am writing 3-methyl. Okay, in the third position you can see methyl group is there. Okay, we always give hyphen in between number and an alphabet. So 3-methyl. Okay, meth, eth, prop, but. So butane. I will drop that E and directly write L, butanal. So this is the name of this compound. Finally, fill up with the hydrogen part and complete the structure. So this is the first type of aldehyde which you follow the rule. Okay, this is when only one single CHO group is given in the chain. Now what about if more than one CHO group is present in the chain? What shall we do in that case? So that was pattern 1. Now pattern 2. Suppose you got a compound like this, CHO, and say here also you got a CHO group like this. Okay, so what shall you do in such cases? Now in such type of cases, what you have to do, obviously you have to start the numbering from the terminal. So we will start from here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can start from any of the either direction. Either you go from this side or from that side, both you can go for. Okay, but the important thing is that here that we will not drop that E here. The rest of the thing will be same. Okay, and yes, we will use a numerical prefix, that is di. Okay, so the two things you need to note for this case, we will not drop E, drop will not be done, we will not drop that E. And the second thing is that we are going to use a numerical prefix. Numerical prefix, what is that? That is a di we are going to use, right? And the rest of the thing will be same. So what shall be the name of this compound? Meth, eth, prop, but. So I'll write butane. See, I have not dropped the E this time. Butane, simply di-L. Butane di-L. Now need not to mention 1 and 4 like that, because as I said that these are all terminal functional group, so they will always come in the terminal position. Okay, so if you get the compound like this where you see that two aldehyde group are there, then you can use this formula or this tricks or the pattern which I have discussed just now. Okay. Now what will happen, say if one more substituent is given here, suppose say one substituent as a methyl group is given over here, then what shall you do? Obviously then we will follow the minimum summation rule. Okay, so in that case I have to change my direction of numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. Why I will change? Because I have to add the locant, right? So if I add the locant here, 1 plus 2 plus 4. So what it is coming? Is coming 7 from this direction. But imagine that you have numbered from this side, then what would have happened? 1, yes, 1 is coming in the first position. See here, 1 plus, what is the number you are getting? 3 plus 4. Yes, so is it coming 8? Yes, 8. So we cannot go for the maximum value, rather we will go for the minimum value. Okay, now come to the naming part for this. So what we will do is that first we have to name the substituent. Now what is the name of this substituent? Methyl, right? Methyl. So 2-methyl, meth, eth, prop, but. So 2-methyl, what I will write? Meth, eth, prop, but. Butan, what? Butan, E, this time E you need to maintain. So 2-methyl butane di-L. Yes. So this will be the name of the compound. Understood? Okay, so we need to take care of these small things, okay, while writing the nomenclature. So this is the second pattern. I hope all of you are getting the idea of it. Okay, next, what is the third pattern of it? Okay, so let us also discuss the third pattern. Now this third pattern we will use a special suffix, that is carbaldehyde. Okay, so in the third pattern we are going to use a special suffix. What is that? That is carbaldehyde. Okay, so this is a special suffix, we are going to use it. Okay, now what are the important thing is here is that, again I am writing down, we will not drop the E first of all. Okay, we were not going to drop the E again. Okay, now the next important thing is that in the longest chain counting, okay, we will not consider this CHO part carbon. Mean previous cases what we were doing, we were taking starting the numbering from the aldehyde group carbon, right? But this time we are not going to do so. Okay, then how to name it? Okay, the naming format will be alkane, then we will write a numerical prefix. I'll show you numerical prefix, and then finally we will write that special suffix. So I'm writing as SS. Okay, so this is the format. Okay, it's very easy. I'm showing you through some example. Okay, so hope all of you have noted down this thing. Okay, so let's start with some, or let us understand through some example. See, suppose you got this CHO and one more CHO is here. Okay, now what to do with this? Yes, what to do with this? Okay, three CHO group is given. Now in that case, we will not follow this type of order 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that is the wrong. If you do that, then you are doing a mistake. So we need to be very much careful in handling this type of compound, right? So what we have to do is that we will follow the minimum summation rule again, as I said. So 1, 2, you can do this, you have to treat now as a substituent, right? So I will mark it from here 1 and 2, that's it. Okay, I will not take this carbon, not take this carbon, not take this carbon as the numbering part. Okay, so neither I am going to take this carbon, or nor I am going to select the longest chain from this carbon as well. Okay, so that you need to be very much careful while handling this type of compound. Okay, so finally when you have done the numbering part, then what you have to do, as I told you, what is the naming format? First you have to write that alkane, okay, then numerical prefix, and then special suffix. This is the format, right? So what is the alkane part? Meet it. See, in the longest chain you are having 2 carbon. So I'll write ethane. I'll give an hyphen because I am going to write the number. So 1, 1, 2 hyphen tri, then see this tri is your numerical prefix. Tri is your numerical prefix, right? 1, 1, 2. See 1, 1, 2. Try. What is the special suffix here? Yes, we will write carbaldehyde. The special suffix is carbaldehyde. Hope you are getting. Okay, you understood. And finally fill it up with the hydrogen wherever you find is less. So you finally fill it up with the hydrogen part. So hope you are getting the idea. Okay, how to deal with this type of compound. I am showing with one more. Okay, see, suppose say another compound I am giving you, say CHO here, then you are having a CHO over here and CHO over here. Okay, so how to name this compound? Now pause the video over here at this position and then practice. Okay, try it by yourself. Now from which side should I number? Yes, should I number it from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or should I start numbering from this side? Now suppose, as I already told you, that in this case you have to treat them as a substituent. So these you have to treat them as a substituent. So in that case what you will do is that you will follow the minimum summation rule. That's it, you have to do. Now if I start numbering from here 1, 2, See, the first substituent is coming in the second position. Okay. And if I start numbering from this side, then the first substituent I am getting in the first position only. Then I will go by this numbering only, because since the first locant is only coming minimum, the rest of the locant will also come minimum. That is a common sense. Okay. So without wasting time, what we will do, we will start from here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right? Okay. Now we have to write the name of the compound. So what is the name of the compound? Yes, 1, first we have to write the word root, meth, eth, prop, but. So what is it? Butane. Butane, I have not dropped that E, butane, you can see here, meth, eth, prop, but. So butane given hyphen. Now write the numerical prefix locant 1. See, in 1, first aldehyde is there, comma, second, okay, comma 2, comma you will give in between the number, okay, comma 3. Then write, what is the numerical prefix here? Tri. Yes, tri. Now what is the special suffix? Yes, carbaldehyde. That's it. If you can do this, you are done. You are done with that thing. Okay, so CH3, CH, 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 CH. Okay, so we are done with this compound, naming of this compound. Okay, so in these video lectures, I have tried taking your minimum time to explain you all the patterns of naming or applying the suffix. Okay, one more video I will make separately for application of the prefix. So just wait for a few days. I will be bringing the application of prefix as well. Okay, so for the time being, you go practice this. Okay, these are very important, okay, for your examination point of view. So practice it, and thank you for watching the video. Okay, stay healthy, stay safe. Bye bye.